And good afternoon, everyone. This is Tom from Roadrunner Garage. Excellent news. I just finished my AMT 125th scale 1984 Pontiac Grand Prix driven by Richard Petty, STP NASCAR, and it came out very well. It was a really simple build, except for the decals were a bit of a trick, but I managed to get it done. It looks really nice, I think. There's no engine. It's a curb sight, so there's no engine, but there's the undercarriage. I did detail the undercarriage some on this one. A lot of decals. In fact, I believe it took me longer to do the decals than it did to do the actual build on this one, which is not really surprising because NASCAR kits always have a ton of decals for all the contingency decals and whatnot. So it looks really sharp. I'm very happy with it. The story behind this car is this is the car I believe he won his 200th race in. The 1984 Pepsi Firecracker 400 in Daytona. This was the car he won the race in. Was this car right here? One of these. 1984 Pontiac Grand Prix. So this is a special one for me because I'm a Richard Petty fan. He's been my favorite. He's my favorite all-time driver, and been a fan of Richard Petty since I was probably 6 years old. I've been a fan of his, and that was back in 1976. He was kind of in his prime back then, so I've been a fan of Richard Petty's for a long, long time. I have built a couple of other Richard Petty cars. I built his 1990 Grand Prix a couple of years ago, and I built the Dodge Start Sprint car Richard Petty. That was a few years ago. I built a couple other Richard Petty. So this is not my first Richard Petty one, but this one's significant to me because of that 200th win. So this one's kind of important to me. It means a lot to me that I was able to get this built. So it looks really nice. Like I said, the decals were tricky, so recommend this kit. It's very easy build, very simplistic, but the only thing is the decals are not simplistic. It'll probably take you longer to do the decals than it will the actual build. But that's just how this kit flows, it seems like. Show you one more shot of it here. Yep, there's the Pontiac on the top. The painting was a little bit tricky. I had to work around the decals a little bit, but I was able to make it work. As you can see, it looks pretty good. Not sure. The back end, they left it blue. I don't know if it was supposed to be red, but I still think it looks fine. I'm very happy with it. So, show you did detail the pipes on it, the exhaust pipes a little bit. They did detail the wheels, so I think she looks pretty dang sweet. I'm very happy with her, and I hope you enjoy this. So before we move on, let's move on to what we have built tomorrow. I guess you got two kits lined up for tomorrow. First one will be this Matchbox 32nd scale Jaguar SS100. And this tomorrow. Then also we'll do these Lindbergh 35th scale German armored car. Will be the one I do tomorrow. Probably work on these two tomorrow, depending on my schedule. But for now, enjoy my beautiful Richard Petty car and meep meep. Boo, boo, boo.